Hello, welcome back. This is going to be the daily reading for Monday, November 25th. Let me pull this candle out further because I haven't used it since the general weekend read. All right. There we go. All right, today's Mercury retrograde. And they say during Mercury retrograde that technology kind of breaks down, people forget things, Geminis pop up out of the woodwork from back in the day, and communication gets like kind of out of whack. You're not supposed to sign agreements, contracts, buy big purchases, things like that, all during Mercury retrograde. You're supposed to wait until Mercury goes direct, and even when it goes direct, just give it a little bit more time even after that. So that's what they say. And you know, it's quite often you see that, let me adjust this, that especially technology gets wonky during Mercury retrograde. Let's move this pomegranate. All right. Let's see if Spirit wants to use this stack. Let me clear the energy. Do I want a sage? I do. I really do. Let me find some. It's underneath all this. Let's use this. My spirit guides, my spirit guides, can we please get a reading for today? I'm gonna light some incense too, why not? Spirit guides, can we get a reading for Monday, November 25th? I like to ask my guides what deck they want to use, so if you want to get straight to the reading, go right ahead. You see the shuffle, and that's when I'm starting. I'm wearing my prehnite ring today and my Moldavite moonstone bracelet. Yep. I get it. Okay, now let's ring the bells. All right, let's see what we have. My spirit guides, would you like to use the Fountain Tarot today? This deck feels thin. Would you like to use the Fountain Tarot today? Queen of Swords, Two of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. It's like blah. Not really. Nope. Let's try the Light Seers. How about the Light Seers? My spirit guides, would you like to use the Light Seers today? Would you like to use the Light Seers today? Would you like to use the Light Seers today? Would you like to use the Light Seers Tarot today? Nine of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, sure. Yeah, it look at this. It's like things work out from a shitty situation to emotional fulfillment. Victory. Nice. All right, let's use it. I don't know why, but it's making me talk about this. I made this into I was going to make it into a keychain, like a handheld kind of keychain or something to strap my keys or my other things on, like a little tchotchke kind of holder. And then for some reason, it was just like, put it on here. So I did. All right, spirit guides, what do we have? I just do what I'm guided to do. Do what I'm guided to do. Spirit guides, what do we have for Monday, November 25th? What do we have for today? What do we have for today, Monday, November 25th? Thank you. All right, waiting. Someone's been waiting for something. Something, it could be, you have a 5 here, 5 of Pentacles, clarifying this, and 7 of Pentacles is growing something. So there might have been financial hardship and saving money, okay, for some people, just that basic. There's happiness underneath this. For others, it could be if it's a relationship, someone's trying to, they're waiting to, someone's waiting on someone who has like been shut out, or someone who's been shut out is waiting. I don't know. Again with the Sun. Queen of Pentacles. It's like someone who's been holding back. It's like there's happiness, joy, truth coming out. Queen of Pentacles is financial stability and the mother energy, the wife. Could be a Capricorn or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, just anybody who's in that kind of energy. We've got the High Priestess and the Queen of Wands. A secret's revealed, taking action, victory again. So it's like, do you see both of these as like, it's like something comes to light, some truth comes out, some kind of indication, something where you've been on the outs or suffering, some kind of hardship. This is lack of faith, lack of funds, lack of trust, some kind of lack, being left out in the cold. And then 7 of Pentacles is watching that grow from, like, it's changed. Now something's growing, right? The 7 of Pentacles is growing. What else? It's like something that you thought was hopeless or something that you felt was lacking is growing. And it's like, hallelujah. Thank goodness. Okay, what do we have? And you manifested it with the help of the divine, because High Priestess channels, she sees beyond the veil, or whatever you want to say. High Priestess is somebody who's spiritual, who gets downloads. They could be psychic, intuitive. It's a card of trusting your intuition. What else? Fighting. Somebody's coming to attack. This is somebody who's a shit disturber, fighting. And then the Queen of Swords is here sitting there on her throne, kind of like emotionally detached, because you see the red heart, her cup. It's locked up there. No one is going to hurt her. You can't hurt the Queen of Swords because she's already been through it. It's like when you've done so much that there's nothing left to do. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like what you see in the media, where somebody, like the news is totally trashing somebody, and you know they think that if you say something completely sensational and horrible, that people are going to think, well, if that's what they say, then some of it must be true. Where there's smoke, there's fire, right? And so it's like the Queen of Swords knows right to the very nucleus, there is nothing that she has done out of integrity, you know, out of honor. I mean, outside of honor, outside of integrity, right? So she has done everything correctly, and she is like she's holding the sword of truth, going, no emotions, I'm not going to fall for it, do your worst, right? You want to play this game, let's play. Like, you want to talk about things, let's talk about things, right? And this is where everything is vindicated. Everything has come out. Queen of Swords, if it's not an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, this is like where you're in an energy of, let's say, another queen, and then you are forced into this Queen of Swords mode to be defensive, to speak up, to speak your truth, to be vicious with your tongue, you know, to fight back, basically. And why? Because look at this energy right here. There's 5 of Wands and Knight of Swords. 5 of Wands is jealousy, competition, envy, petty fighting, non-stop. 5 of Wands here, it shows people competing to get ahead, right? There's some kind of like, I don't know what this is, fire energy here. They're all trying to climb and step over each other to get to the top. Knight of Swords is a crossbow. They're jumping on their thing and ready to attack. It's like lies having speed and truth having endurance. Right? Because the speed of the Knight of Swords with the Five of Wands. But look at cool as a cucumber, Queen of Swords. You know what I mean? And it reminds me of that saying, like, don't tell me what someone said to you about me. Tell me why they thought it was cool to tell you. Right? Tell me why they thought it was cool to let you in on some dirty little secret. Right? And if you believe them, why don't you go back and hear it again? Right? Just get out of my face. It's like, this one's not playing games. This one is just, it's like the face of truth. What can you say? What else is there? It's so juvenile. It reminds me of like, you know, chicken heads in middle school? Those kind of games. Oh my God, like she wore a tight top. She's a slut. She's this and that. Like, you know, she all the boys, like she always likes all the boys and she's this and it's like, it's literally come to that, except now you're in your like, you know, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. And then you're trying to have that kind of energy with somebody who's just, you know what I mean? It's exhausting. What else? Disappointing. It's disappointing, but it's over. The world is saying this cycle has completed, it's ended, it's done. Five of Cups, here it shows the group of people that were doing this, those cups have spilled. You have no emotion for them. You have no love for them. You have no care for them. It's empty, right? Now you have another cup here, this union here, and she's spilling it with her foot. Like, I know this one's going to be disappointing too. Right? It gives me this feeling of impending betrayal with this card. Like the person you're with is about to disappoint you. Or somebody that is close to you is going to disappoint you. Or maybe perhaps it's saying that they were about to and it's over. This is over for sure, right? Your cup here, do you see this is the same cup? That's a lovely thing about this Queen of Swords. This deck is called the Light Seers Tarot and it's made by Chris Ann Donnelly. This cup is red. It's beautiful. It's lovely. Like she's really a lovely person inside. Just has, you know, for survival's sake, had to live defensively. You know, it reminds me like whether you've gone through tough times or let's say somebody's constantly surrounded by jealousy and envy. Like you just know on sight, on go, like you speak, your energy, something about the Queen of Swords irritates people, like something about the pride. It's the pride or the, you know, I think it's the pride. Like, it's like, who does she think she is? Like that kind of thing, right? It's like, I think I'm me. Fuck you, motherfucker. I think I'm me, right? And why don't you do you and mind your own business? But there's something about her just doing her that bothers people, low vibration people, right? It could be anything. You could be buying fucking fruit. Doesn't matter. You know, I was just doing that yesterday. I went to the grocery store and I'm fucking buying something and some asshole comes and starts like putting his shit on the conveyor belt thing really close to me. And then I'm trying to pay. And then he's literally coming up to the machine, the beepy machine right next to me, arm to arm. And I'm like, of course I yelled and I told him to, you know, step back and get out of my space and whatever, where everybody around me heard. But it's just like, even when I'm getting groceries, like I have to fight. This is ridiculous. It's that kind of exhaustion. It's like, you know, dumb animals, like dumb fucking animals that are attracted to you because they know that they're fucking dumb, right? And like, they can't do anything else. It's like incel energy. Anyways, Five of Cups, the world, it's ended. Sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Can't open that Pandora's box. What else? Well, actually, I do all the time. It just toxifies the viewer. So I'm going to just get back to the read. But somehow Spirit wanted me to go where I'm directed to go, where I'm nudged to go. What else? This is a cycle that comes to its natural completion. You're going to be happier for it. Like, it's something here is done. So you know what it gives me here is like, how many times can someone talk shit without it having any kind of shock factor anymore? It's so played out. It's so done. It's so tired. It's so empty. It's so false. It's so immature. It's so embarrassing for them. Even on the news, like, you know, like on The View, that chick keeps going about Trump. He's a convicted felon. And the way she says it, it's like she's fucking levitating every time she says it. This kind of name calling, you know, pulling people down to make yourself feel better kind of energy. And she's talking about somebody who's like 7 trillion times a greater being than her. Anyways. What else? That's what we're in. We're in the era of people shit talking, people who are, you know, just this. It's like this very low vibration, scaredy cat, chicken shits. Like the sky is falling, like weaklings who are trying to smear strong people. Anyways, okay, back to the read, spirit guides. Yep. And everything comes up roses for you. 10 of Pentacles. Do you know what the 10 of Pentacles is? 10 of Pentacles is legacy. It's inheritance. It's commitment. It's the dream. The worldly dream. This is the castle, the kids, the grandkids, the dogs. You know, this is culture, tradition, generational wealth, legacy. In a very like low energy way, not like a lower polarity, if we want to get real humble with it, because not everyone is going to be on that level. It's a windfall of cash, abundance, prosperity, success. This is what comes of all this. This tells me that you were on the outs, you were cold-shouldered, you were like, you know, mean-girled, you were, you know, out in the cold, and something has changed, something has grown. Okay, now if this is a business, you kind of felt hopeless, like it wasn't going to, you know, grow. It's growing, right? And you're happy. You're so happy about this. Everything here screams, tough times are over. Healing. And then you have the devil. It comes with strings. You're going to be controlled. The devil and Knight of Pentacles. It's going to be Capricorn energy. This is Virgo, 4 of Cups. I don't know. I don't even know what that is. Advice from Spirit. What's the advice from Spirit? Advice from Spirit. There is, okay, I'm going to say with 10 of Pentacles and the devil, I'm going to say there is, it can speak to extreme wealth. On top of that, it has, this is like when you 10 of Pentacles, like let's compare it to marrying into a family, let's say, with a last name that holds a lot of clout. You're not just marrying the person, you're marrying the entire family. That means you have to, let's say you marry into a big family or something. There's a protocol, a way of doing things, and then you have to get with the program. You can't just do you. And then the devil card with that is saying, with that luxury comes like sacrifices, meaning, I don't mean Diddy sacrifices. I mean sacrifices like you have to, you know, be respectful of the whole entire clan. It's not just about you. I hope you, there's happily ever after, 10 of Cups. Again, you're going to be so happy. What's the advice from Spirit? Advice from Spirit. Advice from Spirit, please. Spirit guides, what's the advice from Spirit? Advice from Spirit. Advice from Spirit. Star. You gotta stick to your dreams and to your visions. The hope is there. The wish fulfillment is there. Something you were wishing for being granted. Look at this, Ace of Cups. This is because you love yourself. You're full of love, self-love. Your cup is full. You are enriching to know you are someone who's a happy person. Look, wish fulfillment. Didn't I just say that? This is, look at the treasure, right? 9 of Cups is literally, you'll have a genie. This is about like some big wish you had in your life coming true. The star is following your, North Star, your wish fulfillment. This is like cherished dream, like something that you're working towards peacefully, that you're on that path. It's also a card of healing. Healing, healing, healing. All of these are heart healing and healing. This is wish fulfillment, healing, and love. Self-love. What's underneath that? The Emperor. Leadership, control, power, independence. Everything is good after. Something that was a nightmare is over. Stability is brought back. It was causing confusion. People were working together. It's all good. It's all good. Let's look at it. So advice from Spirit. This is advice from Spirit. It's saying, with the Star card, it's saying, stay true to your vision of where you see your future. It's the right path. Stay true to who you are. Keep your heart chakra full, your cup full. It is full. This is who you are. This is your energy, right? They tried to put you in the 5 of Pentacles energy. They tried to do 5 of Wands. They tried to come attacking with the Knight of Swords to stir up shit, right? And look, you stayed cool through all of it, the Queen of Swords. And, you thought you were on the path to losing everything. You see 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles? The group here is already done. That ship has sailed. You're done. You feel nothing. You thought you were going to lose this too. This person that you're with who's close to you. But that came to an end. Healing. Abundance. I think there was the reading that we had like a few days ago or whatever. It said like going with the flow. Spirit was literally saying you're doing everything right. And this to me resonates with that reading. Spirit, in that reading, flow came out like 3 times, saying you don't have to do shit. Just be who you are. Stay true to who you are. Spirit is guiding the boat. Spirit is guiding everything. Spirit sees you. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, the divine. They see who the fuck you are. And they've been guiding that ship, and they've been making sure that everything comes up roses for you because they know that you're a warrior. That you're amazing, that you're a trillion times better and bigger and faster and smarter and kinder and better than this energy that's trying to, bring you down. Victory, happiness. That's what's in the cards. This is not a love read, by the way. I'm pretty sure it's not. Let's get a Divine Feminine Oracle Guide card by Megan Waterson. Spirit guides, beautiful saints, ascended masters, goddesses. Can we please get some spiritual guidance for this reading? Thank you. Lovely. White buffalo calf woman, the prophetess of the sacred way. My heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. The path of love is true abundance. You've been doing that. This card also speaks to being misjudged. Because white buffalo calf woman, the story goes that there's 2 young warriors when she appears, and one looks at her in a lustful way, and one looks at her as a divine being and sees that she's a divine being. And so, when the perv tries to touch her, when the incel tries to touch her, like, you know, she disappears or he disappears, or I don't know what it was or whatever. But then the other one who's respectful, she ends up going with him to his, you know, people and then benefiting them and helping them. So here it's another card of being misjudged, you know. But let's just see. White buffalo calf woman, First Nations goddess here. Let's put her here. Ooh, Yeshitsogel, Lady of the Lotus Born. Embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. And again, this is a Tibetan Buddha. She was one of the main disciples of Padmasambhava or Guru Rinpoche in our culture. And she was, you know, somebody who had a really tough life. Very beautiful, very special from the day she was born. Just had a shit life. Finally, eventually, you know, went onto the spiritual path and attained rainbow body, attained enlightenment. Yeah, so whenever like I post rainbows, I gotta be careful because I'm very Buddhist. So rainbows to me as a Tibetan Buddhist, it represents rainbow body. It represents enlightenment. Only when I started like using rainbows outside of my Buddhist circles did then I had to put on Facebook, seriously, like it got to be an issue. I'm as straight as they come. But rainbows, to me, rainbows are rainbow body. It's enlightenment. It's when you die or pass, your body's supposed to dissolve back into elements. So there's many stories of these enlightened beings in our religious texts. When they pass on either, you know, flying off on a rainbow or on their horse on a rainbow or dissolving into rainbows, into a rainbow, back into the elements. Yeah, so that's all that represents for me. Anyways, Yeshitogel is saying there was a story or something along those. It's about the feminine body being not being a hindrance to enlightenment, but being actually of benefit. Because even Padmasambhava, the guru, said when it comes to enlightenment, the female body is probably more conducive to attaining enlightenment than a masculine body. Anyways, shall we read Yeshitogel? I think I'm going to leave it at White Buffalo Calf Woman. Lovely, isn't she? All right. Let's go to White Buffalo Calf Woman. Let's put this little Vajra here. White Buffalo Calf Woman. 154. When your soul selects her card, White Buffalo Calf Woman is a sacred reminder that we don't have to struggle to receive all that we've desired. When we join our heart's longing with action, we find that there's a sacred way to move through the world. This sacred way is a path of steady, quiet alignment between the heart's intention and our every step. That's the wish card. White Buffalo Calf Woman is an omen of hope that all will be provided for us when we approach each situation with love. What she wants us to focus on is the intention behind an action, because that changes the outcome. She's a sacred prophetic sign that we can receive what we need without fighting for it or trying to secure it through manipulation. See, this is the fight. This is the fight, you see? This is the fight and the manipulation. Knight of Swords with Five of Wands. Five of Wands is the jealousy, the fighting, the envy, the conflict, the competition. The Knight of Swords is somebody who relays a message. We're very quickly. And with the recipe with Five of Wands is somebody who's using the sword, communication, right? The mind to manipulate, right? Out of jealousy and competition. Lie. Why? Because they want something. They wanted something. And it looks like it's money. Okay, anyways. Again, she's a sacred prophetic sign that we can receive what we need without fighting for it or trying to secure it through manipulation. When prayer joins right action, when we move from that intention of creating only more love, then abundance is inevitable. And when we seek not just for ourselves, but also for the benefit of our loved ones and community, our needs are divinely met. The most sacred path is the one abundant with love. Soul Voice Meditation. What is my intention for the work I am currently doing? Intention. My heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. But I have to read who White Buffalo Calf Woman is. Okay, so it says here who she is. White Buffalo Calf Woman represents the sacred vision that gives us hope that all will be provided for. Tesanwi, or White Buffalo Calf Woman, is the primary cultural prophet of the Lakota religion. Buffalo are considered sacred to the Plains people and are seen as messengers from the ancestors. A Lakota legend says that 2 young scouts went out in search of food during a famine. They saw a stunningly beautiful woman appear before them in a radiant white light. The first scout approached her with unholy intentions, and the second scout watched as the first man turned to bones the instant he tried to touch her. She was clearly Lila Wakan, very holy. Thankfully, he knew this. She asked him to approach her because she could see into his heart and knew his intentions were good. She told him to prepare for her arrival in the village. He went back and gathered everyone together. She appeared before them and taught them the 7 sacred rites of the Lakota people, including the sacred pipe ceremony that binds men and women together in a circle of love and mutual respect. Thank you. Lovely. All right. Now let's get a crystal. I'll pull love cards too, just because I know, just in case for some people. Do we have any crystal messages, please, Spirit Guides, for Monday? And after this, I'll do the weeklies. Do we have any crystal messages? Mercury retrograde. This is some big, shift for someone, for some people. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have, Spirit Guides? What do we have for today? Thank you. Animals. Green, heart healing, heart chakra. I don't know. It's saying it's something to do with animals. Okay, maybe it's your pets. They're with you. You know, I swear, I know it sounds weird, but there's literally tarot readers who will read for your pets in their readings. Like, animals are super smart when they go into the next life. Like, sometimes they stick with you. So this is something along those lines. And even then, if it's not that, it could be your ancestors communicating to you through certain animals. You know, like if it's a certain type of bird, or like a dragonfly could be a grandmother, or like a moth could be somebody that just passed, or a spirit that's passed, or a relative trying to pop up. Like, it depends on the energy of the person, right? But it's saying something where you could see signs through animals. On the bottom, forgiveness, pink tourmaline. Forgive the animals. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Moonstone, cycles. This is mother energy. This is your subconscious. This speaks to perhaps going through a new cycle with your feminine parts. You know, it could be menstruation. It could be PMS. It could speak to menopause. Like, these are cycles, and this also speaks to intuition, subconscious. Patience. Yeah. Okay. So moonstone with patience is saying be careful with your mood swings. Because this literally, it looks like, you know, if you got PMS or something, if it's menopause, or I don't know, some kind of like feminine, you know, emotional, like swinging energy. I don't know. Like, it's giving me something that's not stable. You know, it's saying having patience with Paramorphite. All right, Spirit. What else? Yeah, I said I love love cards. Let's see. Let's get a Whispers of Love. Spirit Guides, what do we have for Monday? What do we have for Monday? And I just gotta say though, you know what it says? The path of love is true abundance. Good for you, because you know what this says? You've been doing everything right. You've been doing everything with the positive, the right intentions. You've been doing everything with love, just like the Star card. And remember I said this is who you are? This is confirmation of that. This is why everything works out for you. Because the bullshit, you know, like I said, lies have speed. Lies have speed, you know. But the truth has endurance. That's exactly it. Consider your foundation. You are being asked to look at how committed you are to love. And demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. And there's a little one here and a little one on a pony. A little one again. Embrace your emotions. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. Oh, you do. Definitely. Look, because you had to. Saying, don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. Feelings? What feelings? They're all in here. This beautiful cup that you've locked away in your special safe under your throne, on top of a mountain. Kept nice and cold and fresh because it's icy there. Feelings? What feelings? You have no feelings. They're safe. They're safely frozen away. All right. I want to pull one more card. Let's see. What do I want to pull? What do I want to pull? Let's pull I'm just going to pull a Wild Kuan Yin and leave it. I don't think this is a very romantic read, to be honest. Spirit guides. Hold on. Spirit guides. Can we get one last? That said hope on there, by the way. One last card. I know I can see the cards, but I just wait for them to pop out anyways. Spirit, last card, please. For the read from Monday. Final card, Spirit guides. Thank you. So here's this picture of her riding off into the sunset. This looks like a Khampa girl. In Tibet, there's 3 main provinces. I'm half Khampa and half Utsang. This girl is dressed Khampa style. It's like the warrior clan, the warrior tribe people. Okay, ride with spirit unbroken. I have been with you, my wild one, throughout every challenge to your free spirit, encouraging you to rise, believing in you. When you were shamed, denied, judged, and ridiculed, I was there with you. I went through it all, right along with you. I knew that the time would come when you would be ready to rise above those experiences, to let your wild heart be free. Now is that time. So it says, ride with spirit unbroken. They tried to break you. That's what it is. And look at her. She's still youthful and happy and dressed lovely. Fresh as a daisy, riding off into the sunset. See, shamed, denied, judged, and ridiculed. That's this. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, how the tables have turned. It's like the flow card. I'm going to say it again. Don't have to do a thing. The path of love is true abundance. That's why everything works out for you. I told you, this is who you are. So let's leave it like this. Riding off into the sunset. Beautiful. On the bottom, we have Harvest Mother watches over me. Oh yeah, this is like the 10 of Pentacles. See how this sheep's belly is full of milk and the harvest is in, like it's full. Anyways, so the inner world offers powerful healing energy, creating space to receive it with love, patience, acceptance, and willingness to hear, feel, and honor all messages from our inner world with wisdom allows this inner medicine to work its healing magic. Even if it seems unfathomable at an intellectual level, the inner world knows how to restore and heal every aspect of the soul. We just need to invite and allow it. There's a lot more to this deck. Like, I gotta say, this deck is outstanding, right? Like, this is the pocketbook edition. It doesn't do justice to the real, like, it will bring you to tears, this deck. This Alana Fairchild is very special. Let me show you the big deck. It is so good. It's one of my favorites. It's just so potent, so potent. Like, it's the kind of deck you use on yourself, you know, because that's how deep it is. And it speaks to things that you're like, how did you know? Oh my goodness, like, where am I going with this? Where's my deck? So this is the guidebook. It's called the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. And I, of course, because I'm Tibetan, I feel extremely drawn to it. So this is the bigger deck. So this is the pocketbook edition, right? So it's got the little, like, you know, the images, the same kind of images, exact same artwork, but in a smaller kind of little, like, you know, sample of the message on here. But if you look at The Harvest Mother Watches Over Me, this one, then I have to find that in this picture. I just want to see, okay? And I can show you the difference in the messages. This is one of my favorites, The Slave Dances into Freedom. Still waiting for that one. Okay, so let's see. Harvest Mother. See? Harvest Mother Watches Over Me. But that's not the one I wanted to read. You see the same exact thing, right? But that's not the one I wanted to read. I want to read this one. Ride with Spirit Unbroken Lit. Where is it? I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. See, this is Blue Mother, Yellow Mountain, Gibbous Moon. That's the actual card. So let me put this away. And I want to read that. Okay, so we get this one and this one. 33. Now let me show you the difference in the meanings of the deck. If you read from this. So there's it says, I reveal the paths of grace on sacred earth. Echo of ancient prayers sound forth from the holy mountain. The moon shall soon be full and darkness filled with light. Victory shall be upon you, and the hope that I ignite in your heart shall swiftly become the joy of our celebration. Be serene, be peaceful, whilst the power of heaven and earth become the celestial horses driving the chariot of your soul to its divine destiny. One second, my pumpkin's home. Yeah, sorry about that. Little one just came home and said that, you know, she just did a presentation on Trump. And she goes that it was great, and everybody said it was a great presentation. The teacher said it was great, and there's a lot of questions, and that they were complimenting her, saying she really knew her topic. It was her and another little girl, which is great. So I had to sit back and listen to that. Anyways, back to this. So, guidance. It's a lot about the gibbous moon is the time just before fullness. It is only a matter of time before the light of the sun shall reach its zenith in reflection upon the earth, bringing the fullest extent of solar light into the night sky. The sun is an ancient symbol for the soul, and the maximum illumination of the soul light in the night speaks of the penetration of the soul to the fullest extent into darkness. It speaks of the ultimate triumph of the true path of your absolute destiny and soul success. The Holy Mother's blue robes wrap around the soul now held within her protection. Whatever attachment has been getting in the way of your actual soul success and authentic fulfillment will be subject to her intervention. Not only are you offered protection, but the possibility, even if you're in the midst of great change, to feel a deep sense of peace and trust within. You will know that whatever is taking place is actually helping you achieve what will bring the most profound joy, even if on the surface things seem to be moving in unexpected or unwanted directions. Any pain shall be transformed into a blessing beyond even your wildest imaginings. There is nothing to fear or resist here, only great blessings to receive. In a reading, Are you holding on to something that you feel is being pulled away from you? Do not fear. When you let go, something even more wonderful shall be discovered. Trust in the goodness of life nurturing you. You are going through a process of being spiritually cleansed of fear and control. You will be able to blossom into the fullness of your being with curiosity and openness. Don't be scared by perceptions of disappointment or failure. These are just signs that the mind needs to let go of control and trust more unconditionally in the goodness of life. This will bring you greater joy than you had thought possible. If there has been sickness or prolonged emotional suffering, mental despair, or any struggle that has tested your powers of endurance and faith, this testing time is drawing rapidly to a close, and light will soon be pouring in. Put your faith in the light and know the darkness is over. Have you lost faith in people? Well, yes, I have. Your trust in goodwill is going to be restored. You are asked to trust in the goodness of life and leave the rest to the divine. The peak time for action is now. Jump on the opportunities that are there for you. Take action that feels inspired by the heart. Do what you need to do. Now is the time when your every action will be in alignment with a wave of energy reaching its crescendo. You can use that, like a surfer catching a wave, to move towards the sacred shoreline. And then there's a healing process, and I'll just leave it here. This is it. If you're interested, you can read it to yourself or screenshot that. I don't know. But that's it. That's the reading. That's the end. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Have a wonderful day. I am going to do the rest of the readings. Bye.